Good morning, church. Oh, okay. My name is Oladuni Ayorinde. You saw me digging it the other time. You wonder, who is this stranger coming to dance in our church? Okay, that's because today is my son's birthday, and I waited 7 years for this child to come. And in the midst of this, I didn't give up. I was working on my business as well. Okay, so I'm a storyteller. I'm going to use my story to encourage someone here today. Okay, so I joined Etisalat in 2012 as a, what did you say? Sorry, Nine Mobile. Okay, Nine Mobile. In 2012 as a core member. Okay, so in 2013 I retained, and this fulfillment, when you pray for something and you're like, God, I want to work in a multinational, I want to work somewhere, and God does that, when you achieve that, there's this thing in you that you want to do more, you want to achieve more. So what I did was to start a side hustle. So I'm going to be very fast because of my time. So I started a side hustle in 2013, and I started growing it. I started selling beads, jewelries, okay? So from there, I started clothing business and all. Okay, before then, before I joined Nine Mobile, I prayed to God, and I was like, God, if you make me successful in my career, my first salary I'm going to give to you. Why I'm saying this is because you can't really take God out of anything, out of growing anything at all. So in 2013, I dropped my first NYC salary. It wasn't easy, but I did it. And in 2014, I got promoted. I did the same thing. Okay, so I wouldn't say the journey was easy. It wasn't. But you need, through the journey, there are so many things, the bumpy roads and all. Okay, so in 2015, I kept growing the business. And, it went on. And it's now what we have. Okay, so currently, we have the business is still growing. We have a clothing line, and I'm proud to say that what I'm putting on now is from my clothing line. I produce my own bags, okay? So the bag over there is my bag that I produced with my label. So what am I trying to say? You need to develop capacities for growing. How do you do that? Like I said earlier, you can't really take God out of whatever you are doing, okay? So you pray to God, you set your goals. The most important thing is setting your goals. How do you set these goals? You get a vision. What is a vision? What is your vision? What do you intend to achieve within now and the next 10 years or 20 years or 30 years? You write down this vision, you pray about it, okay? Then another thing you can't take out is your corporate tithing. If you work, fine. You have a career, you have a job, a paid job. You pay your tithe. You have a business, a side hustle. You pay your tithe. My side hustle that I started in 2013, 2012 is now a main hustle with 15 staff, permanent staff. So at a point, while in Nine Mobile, I decided, okay, I think it's time to move on, because when you do something and you feel, okay, I need to focus on this thing. I need to go in this line. I need my direction. So I got, the urge to just step out of the business and move on. So I started my own business and I moved directly into it. So I'm here to encourage someone today that whatever you find your hand doing, do it well. And I want to share something. Okay, during the course of this business, there wasn't so much. I actually started a business with 16,000 naira. So I tried what I could. I was trying to turn the business over. And at some point, I needed more funding. So I made the first mistake. So in every business, in every endeavor, there are always mistakes. There are always failures. But when you fail, because it's not a crime, it's okay to fall, it's okay to fail, but you should be able to get up quickly and keep moving. Don't dwell on it. Don't stay there. Okay, so the first mistake was to take a loan from a microfinance bank, and I actually ran into debt. It was a very serious issue, but with God by my side, I turned it over. I prayed about it. I kept giving it my very best, because in life, you go through pains. There are different types of pains. It could be losses, it could be defeats, it could be setbacks, okay? But what you do in the time of this pain matters a lot. Okay, so you can go through the pain and come out better or bitter. You can go through the pain and come out, defeated, or you come out with a new passion, a new vision that, yes, I'm able to do this right. I can do this. So what you do in the times of pain or waiting matters a lot. So as young entrepreneurs, I'm here to encourage you today that whatever you set your mind to do, you can do it. There is absolutely nothing impossible for you to achieve. So it's a mind thing. Your mindset matters a lot. What you capture in the mind matters a lot. So you, like I said earlier, you sit down, you write your goals, you fix your mind on those goals that, yes, I'm able to achieve it and it will come to pass. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Let me go to her. Someone is saying, ask her how much. All right, they will ask you how much it is,
Okay, good morning, Ma. It's a privilege to meet you again.
My pleasure.
I'd like to ask you how you handled the phases of change you went through. So you said you worked with a multinational company, then you had to step out. So how did you handle it? Yeah, you had the urge, but then was it that easy? What steps did you take? Thank you.
Okay. Thank you. Well, it's not that easy, the free airtime, the HMO, and all.
Don't tell them now.
To give that all up is it's not easy. But when you have focus, you have this determination that this is what I want to achieve, and something is actually blocking your way of doing it. So you need to move it aside and just put in all the courage. Courage is actually doing that thing that you feel is right in the face of pain or difficulties or anything. So you need the courage to move on.
So more or less, she was in a very comfortable zone, working in that system, getting all the freebies and all. What she's saying right now is if you have something, that is worth living for, you need to shift some time away from the comfort zone and go pursue that thing that is burning so much on your mind. Another question. Yes, Ore. Not Ire. Beautiful Ore.
Good morning, Ma.
Good morning.
Okay, so I wanted to ask, how did you balance working for a multinational and growing your side also? And then what was the particular thing that made you leave? Decide that this is the time to move on and focus.
Okay. Actually, what made me leave was, okay, what was the first question? Sorry.
How did you balance working in a multinational and then running a side hustle at the same time?
Well, it wasn't easy. It wasn't. So I had people actually working for me at a point. I can remember those days that people will place orders and I'll carry the orders to my office, then get someone to deliver it at a company, a courier company. So it wasn't really easy juggling both together. But as an entrepreneur, there are always late nights and early mornings. So you have to forego some things for some things. So I think I needed all the time. So I had to forego my sleep and so many other things. It wasn't easy balancing it, but you have to do what you have to do. Then the second question was,
at what point what made you leave at the point you left?
Okay, when I started the clothing line, we used to receive poor feedback because my presence wasn't there. They needed my presence to be there. So in Nigeria of today, if you're growing a business, okay, and you want to explode or you want it to be expanded, I think you need to be there. You really need to be there. We had a lot of complaints, a lot of negative feedbacks, and they couldn't handle it. Even the staff there on ground couldn't handle it. So I felt that it was time. It was at this point that I needed to just quit and move on.
Okay, that's good. She needed to be present to grow her own dream. Exactly. Nine Mobile was someone else's dream grown, so why continue to tend another person's courtyard whilst you leave yours? I'd like to ask a final question, however. Did you need to... Oh, there are questions there still. Okay, yeah. So let's take his. Barrister.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning.
I just want to ask a question.
Okay.
Sincerely, the question is this. How did you, I like money, so I just want to know how you multiply your money, basically, in your business. Like, I want to know how did you, but you said you started with 16,000. And obviously, you say how you get profits, or that, but I know there's something about multiplicity. How did you, do that?
Okay. All right. When I started with 16,000 naira, I was basically into exportation of products. So, and exchange rate then was very, very friendly. So you could get something for $5, and the dollar then was about 120 naira. Okay. So by the time it gets here, if you got something for $2, you can actually sell at the end of the day for like $6. Remember, I was a U-Copper. I was a waiting mother, so I didn't have responsibilities. Okay, so I have a husband. I was basically not spending so much until I had staff. So when you're growing your business and the first thing for you to do is look for the cheapest things, or the I don't know, how do I put it? Don't spend too much on your running costs. Okay, so you try as much as possible to bring down your running cost when you're starting a side hustle. That's a basic thing.
All right, so bring down your running cost. I'd like to also ask, finally, did you need at any point any sort of training? Did you get any training at any point in the path of, trying to grow your business, even whilst you were on your regular 8-to-5 job?
Yeah, I did. In 2013, I was BCC customer care, yes. So I had a lot of trainings, including those that I did abroad.
A lot of trainings, yeah.
Yes. So, and in church, we do have trainings on leadership, building leadership capacities, entrepreneurial skills and all. And I do read a lot of books, yes. So early in my life, I started reading and listening to Brian Tracy. Okay, so that has really helped me a lot, because when the moment you stop reading or you stop growing, you begin to die. It may not be a natural death, but intellectually. So I read things like Harvard Business Reviews to help me with my business, because I'm an entrepreneur. Okay, so I got a lot of trainings. I read a lot of books. So that has really helped me.
Thank you so much for sharing with us. Can we put our hands together for her?